Yo, 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 breadheads.
Yo ho.
Ty and Eric are back in the booth, aka Eric's whip. What's going on here? Are we messing with the audio?
Oh yeah, we're DJing live right now. Don't sweat it.
This can only happen with a live podcast. Gone are the days of a remote podcast. This is no New York and Dublin type beat. This is happening live in the vehicle.
Not the intercontinental glory hole that is the portal. No, we're in the whip.
Did you see that a young woman flashed her
Potatoes?
Yeah. I'm trying to think of Subway vegetable that's most reminiscent. Her salami slices, I don't know, to the good Irish people.
Typical. I don't see why we can't have anything good, Like if a big-titted woman wanted to show her gift to Ireland, I think you should just let her.
Yeah.
Why cut off that, potential joy?
Yeah, they gave us the potatoes, so we gave 2 potatoes back.
Yes, exactly.
I think it's a fair trade.
That's exactly what happened. That seemed like a fair trade to me.
Hey.
Okay, well, what's the news, Ty? What happened this weekend for you? Anything exciting, or are you simply it was simply a filler episode this weekend?
This weekend was a filler episode for me, but it was not for Subway franchise. I just prior to the episode watched a video of a sandwich artist getting punched in the face at the Subway in Winnipeg, Manitoba, because she didn't put enough ham on the patron sandwich.
Not enough ham. So she said, "Let me make you a knuckle sandwich."
That's what he said. Yeah, he's like, I think he said, "I'm gonna punch you," and she said, over not enough ham, and he said yes.
Oh my god.
And he walked around the counter and he punched her.
Wow.
Yeah.
So I need to know, there's obviously 2 sides to this. Why was she being a bitch? That's my first question.
I don't have his side, but I do have the audio clip of her side. I can play it for the audience here.
All right.
See if this works.
On the corner, I go, what are you going to do, hit me over ham? And he hit me. He punched me. All I could remember is just black. General Manager Monique Lark.
There you go. No, we won't drop the last name.
GM Monique.
Damn, the manager's going down.
Oh, dude. This is a common occurrence now, Ty, at Subway.
Yeah.
People are getting assaulted. And I don't want Subway to get a bad rap from this because I think there's a bit of fake news going on, Ty.
Tell me more about that.
I think the punching stories are being exaggerated. And because Subway has so many locations, it's like you will see everything in a Subway at some point. You know what I mean?
It's true.
It's like if you have a nice little mom and pop shop on the corner, like it might take you 20 years to see someone get punched there because of how much traffic goes through those doors. But think about how much traffic and how many laymen are going to Subway every minute.
Dude,
right?
you make an excellent point. If it happens on Earth, it happens at Subway.
Exactly.
Subway is the mirror that humanity looks in.
Exactly.
But I wouldn't say that the
Subway's the ham in the mirror.
Is that a Justin Timberlake reference?
Or a Michael Jackson, depending on which school of thought you're in.
Fair enough. So I don't think this particular instance was exaggerated because I did watch the CCTV footage of the punch.
Dude, that bitch got CTE now.
Yeah, for sure. The burliest looking, bulkiest dude I've ever seen. He had to be like 6'8", just like a chonky ass dude. Damn. Walking around the counter, and he for sure just like wails on her. One clear hit and she's down.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's bad, bro. That's battery right there.
There was some battering happening for sure. And then what happened was
battering this bussy. Sorry, keep going.
No, we got to pause for a second. We are recording outside a Subway, and the most interesting character I've ever seen just walked out of the doors. Eric, can you try to describe the man that we're looking at?
That's right. He's got probably supersonic hearing, for all we know. Yeah, this guy looks like Voldemort, and oh wow, he's got literally the same size ass as Taylor Swift. Nice. Non-existent.
Dude, an elf-like pair of shoes, very pointy, very brown.
Oh yeah, pointed up at the sky.
But the most interesting feature of him was his wizard-like hair
Mm-hmm.
just going off in every direction. Man looked like he just got electrocuted by the toaster oven.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's either homeless and potentially battling with some mental health issues, or he's just a creative director. We don't know yet.
Wow, you were so right. He was giving both, and
Yeah.
it's hard to say which.
Exactly.
Okay, back to the story. So this dude wails on the manager,
Mm-hmm.
and then what happens is a customer comes up behind him and jumps the guy.
Oh.
And this guy, the other customer that jumps the assaulter, he's pretty big too, and he manages to kind of push him down, and he grabs his head and he throws the head into the cookie display.
Holy shit.
Yeah, dude.
Wow. He's like, do you want to see the dessert menu? Bow.
Pow, yeah. There's your just desserts.
Wow. So, okay, what happened after that? Did the guy get knocked out from that, or?
Then I don't know. The CTV News cut to manager Monique's play-by-play. So
Oh wow.
we don't have any further evidence, but I guess he was probably a little discombobulated from that.
Mm-hmm. There's got to be people out there, maybe you're one of them, Ty, who just are waiting for the perfect moment to assault somebody violently
Mm-hmm.
and get away with it. Because, like, the guy in behind, you know, he's obviously a good Samaritan in this case. He's saving the young lady from potential further
Mm-hmm.
punches, but he gets to also duff this guy out,
Mm-hmm.
which is like a win for everyone. You know what I mean? He gets to, you know,
Mm-hmm.
cause damage and save the damsel in distress.
Oh, for sure. Like that guy's got to have some pent-up aggression to even step in that scenario. Me, I'm a bystander.
Mm-hmm.
That
I'm
means
leaving the subway.
I'm walking out immediately.
I'm saying, I guess I'm not getting my sandwich today, and then I'm leaving.
Mm-hmm. You have to have a certain amount of pent-up aggression to want to get involved.
Totally.
And that ain't me, dog.
Yeah, I mean, where was this exactly? Which state? Because I'm assuming it's in the U.S.
No, man, this is Winnipeg. This is
Oh, no.
from our brothers in the north.
Oh no.
I know.
That's unfortunate.
Mhm.
But maybe a good thing, because if this was in Texas, that guy would have caught a bullet to the back of the head.
Oh, for sure. I'm sure every sneeze guard in the States is bulletproof at this point. It has to be.
Mm-hmm.
The way that Subway is truly a reflection of humanity.
Mm-hmm. Imagine if the defense procedure at Subway was to jump into the sneeze guard and like close it on yourself as like a protective shield.
You're like climbing into this vegetable coffin.
This bulletproof cocoon
Yeah,
that only vegetables are able to get at me at this point.
It'd be crazy if that's where Sadam Hussein was hiding, was underneath the meat section.
Dude, for all we know, he could be in one of those boxes that never seem to get opened.
Yeah, for sure. He's just in the back.
Yeah.
Do you have any Saddam in the back?
Sadami.
Salami Saddami.
Oh man, Ty, I had a fun weekend.
Oh yeah.
I went to a birthday party activation. I actually went to 4 birthdays on Saturday.
Wow, are you moonlighting as a clown?
Damn, that's good.
Should have seen that coming.
Yeah, fuck. I am a clown, Ty, but
Yeah.
I'm not dressed as one. I went to 3 birthdays in one dinner. Okay.
Oh, okay. That's one birthday.
It was a combined birthday, but we're celebrating 3 different people
Right.
who are born within 2 days of each other.
Dude, that's like Drake's Family Matters diss track. They're saying it's 3 songs in one. I think it's just one song.
That's true. Would he get more praise if you split them up and dropped them every 15 minutes?
I
like
think he
Kendrick?
would, yeah.
All right, good to know. I'll keep that in mind next time
Okay,
a
so-
rapper slides into my notifications.
Exactly. So tell us about the one birthday you went to.
Yes. So, okay, well, that was actually one activation. The other one I went to was at Mexican, or I guess like Latin themed bar,
Mm,
and I did some salsa dancing there.
no way. You have you ever salsa danced before?
Never. I've
Damn.
shaked these hips before, Ty, because these hips do not lie, much like the sandwich that I order. It's very truthful.
Yeah.
But no, I've never actually like said, yeah, let's go salsa dancing, and then done that. And wow, I'm sweating so hard right now. And
Dude, this is a fucking
unbelievable.
hot box episode. I didn't realize we were on hot ones.
That's right. Should we just take a break and like air
Yeah,
out?
pause.
Okay, we're gonna go on break, and we'll see you in a couple minutes, or a few milliseconds if you're on the other end.
Yeah.
Okay, and we're back. We're gonna talk about my salsa lessons,
Salsa lessons. Oh,
and I'm not talking about. They weren't really lessons. It was more of a follow the leader type of thing. It's like Simon Says, but in this case it was Simon.
Right.
Simon says. Simon, he says to take a step left and then a right and then shake those hips.
Damn.
And it was awesome. They were just playing Bad Bunny all night, playing like music videos of random like Latin songs that feature Drake.
Oh, cool.
So yeah, it was a fun time. I had 2 Cuba Libres and that was just enough to get me going. You know? Have you ever danced salsa or bachata, Ty?
No, I never have. Although I do wiggle a little bit whenever I hear Despacito.
Oh yeah, they played that for sure.
Oh, for sure. I'm sure it ran back twice. Get the
I think they played it at 1.5x.
Really get you sweating, hey?
Yeah, it wasn't Despacito anymore. It was Rapido.
Spicy salsa.
Exactly.
Cool.
But yeah, that was my Saturday night.
Wow, I would love to see a iPhone video of you attempting to salsa on the floor. I'm assuming you got boo in hand. You're both shaking away.
That's right.
Quite comical because you're very stoic. The most you move is when you're pointing at the different vegetables at the line over here.
That's over here. Yeah, he's pointed at the subway for the audio listeners.
Right.
Yeah, dude. I had to show out for my city, and I had to represent. And there was a moment where a bunch of girls turned around and looked at me because there was a moment where you had to get real low to the ground. And as the girls had, started to move up, they looked back and I was lower than they were.
No.
I dropped the ass to the flow.
Bro, but you're usually highest in the room.
I'm the highest in the room.
You're a tall man.
That's right. That distance from highest to lowest
dude.
It's a lot of distance I covered.
Yeah, they call you the third tower,
I'm building 7.
You're building 7. You're going down 2.
Yeah, when I go down, it's a controlled demolition.
Damn. Well, I'm glad you kept that ass in control.
Yeah, music makes me lose control.
Yeah, shook that ass for Drake. Now you're. I've never partaken in the Pico de Gallo dance.
The guacamole. Guacamole that ass.
But I would like to take some dance lessons. I have a wedding coming up at some point in my life.
I guess we all do.
We all aspire to that.
Yeah.
And I think that I would like to be better at dancing in the event that activity happens. I don't know if it will.
Yeah, I mean, dancing is almost a guarantee to happen at a wedding. Whether you like it or not, people will start to get footloose and, leave their tables and head to the dance floor. Whether there is a dance floor or not, they will make one. Are you going to do like a first dance as a couple? Potentially like, you and mama-in-law or something like that?
No, I kind of think the first dance is kind of cringe personally. Like,
I agree.
It's kind of like if I took first bite at the restaurant. No, we cheers and then we eat together, and that's how I think the dance floor should be too.
Cheers and eat together.
Yeah. I always order before you at Subway and then I sit down and I wait. I could have my first dance with my sandwich, but I choose to wait, Eric, because it's polite. And I think it's a better experience when we all do it together. I don't need all eyes on me. This is a communal affair. Right.
Yeah. You're the reason everyone's here, but not the center of attention.
And you never want to be the center of attention, especially when you're dancing.
It'll never be good if one of us is the center of attention. No. I mean, this podcast is the only exception to that rule, but I know what you mean.
Luckily for us, this podcast garners very little attention.
At least in the public eye. You know what I mean?
Within our niche, we're making waves.
Damn. So what else is new?
I had a question for you.
Oh yeah, please.
That has nothing to do with salsa. It has to do with Subway. I'm sorry. You're probably tired of me asking you Subway themed questions here on episode 340.
Doesn't matter. Hit me with it.
It came to me when we were discussing this burly dude bashing on the sandwich artists. Made me realize Jared Fogle used to be a burly dude. And he went to Subway to get smaller.
You tell me about the breast reduction surgery?
Yeah, dude. He wanted to fit in with his partners.
Okay.
He wanted to shrinkify. Me, I go to Subway because I want to be as full as possible. I have
Okay.
no interest in being smaller. Best case scenario,
You're
Subway
bulking.
make me so much bigger that I walk away a fat man and I feel good.
Okay.
So there's obviously a tension here. Is Subway supposed to make people smaller, bigger, or is the job of Subway to make everybody the exact same weight? Will the big people get smaller and the small people get bigger until we all have like an equilibrium of weight?
Mm-hmm. I get what you're saying, Ty.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the answer here is obvious. They want people to be bigger
Mm-hmm.
because bigger stomachs mean you're getting the foot long.
For
You know
sure.
what I mean? If you're somebody who doesn't eat a lot and you're a small, petite little man, like a Kevin Hart guy,
He's all
you're
heart.
getting the 6-inch and you're like, oh, I'm stuffed.
Yeah.
But
It's not good for
that's
business.
not good for business. Exactly. So Subway wants you to get the Nashville double meat, double cheese chicken, foot long style, and maybe 3 cookies. You know what I mean? It's just that's the ideal meal. Ideal meal.
The Subway's ideal male figure then is just this like absolutely
A perfect sphere.
gargantuan dude.
So if you were a perfect sphere, you would be the mascot of Subway.
Yeah, I guess so. You look like a slice of ham.
Yeah, going ham.
What's weird about that though, Eric, is it's a zero-sum game for Subway because they get everybody to the maxed out at Subway.
Mm-hmm.
They're eating the foot-long meatball, double meat. They're getting the chip combo. They got a cookie on the side. They added guac. And then everyone is eating that and they're satisfied. But then after that, what if you eat that every day and then one day you're just like a little extra hungry? Subway has to keep raising the bar on that. They have to keep increasing what the largest option is.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I think they've been doing that. Like, all of the new Subway series menu options are bigger and meatier.
Mm-hmm.
And tastier.
Tastier too. Yeah, fair enough.
So it is what it is. Like, they can just keep, it's same as inflation. It's like they can raise the price by a certain percentage every quarter and you won't really notice until like several years later. Like, what the fuck? I spent $10 on a 6-inch. What the hell? Right. Same thing with the total, mass of the footlong. That's even more, goes undetected.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. So when Biden talks about curbing inflation, he's actually talking about stopping Subway from making America fat.
Yeah, possibly.
It's possible. I don't know much about economics. But it is interesting that Subway is also then in a different type of tension where they need to continue to inflate their offering to appeal to fatter and fatter people, that they are self-creating that fatness. But then economic inflation, or should I say shrinkflation, encourages them to also decrease all the food they're selling. They want to make the sandwich like shave a few millimeters off that foot long. Damn, that's a bit of a pickle, and I normally like pickles. So
are you telling me that sloppy Joe Biden is the one who is behind all of this? Because I can't imagine, the great American president not liking a good footlong.
Do you think Joe Biden's ever eaten a footlong sandwich?
I think his PR team forced him to.
In his younger years, perhaps.
That's true. I think that much sodium could, kill him.
Yeah, he'd have a hernia or something.
Yeah, dude, his jaw would pop out.
There's got to be a certain age that the Subway demographic just drops off completely. Either because they killed them or because like your body physically cannot handle it anymore.
Yeah, it's a good question.
You're like, old people don't skydive. They don't eat Subway. I don't see them at concerts. There's just certain places that they're not going to have a good time.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, the denture business, it's putting the Subway demographic that's like 60 and up kind of out of reach. You know what I mean? Because as soon as you knock out some teeth and you got fake teeth in there, you can't take down a footlong.
Yeah, impossible. You're right. Unless they're like specialized titanium,
like the Kanye
grills. Exactly.
Dude's got the titanium chompers ready to. He can cut the footlong himself.
Yeah, dude, he can leave the bone on the chicken. Ooh, it's getting hot in this hot box again, Eric. Can we pause?
Yeah, we can pause right now. Okay, and we're back, part 3. It's like hockey, Ty. We've got 2 intermissions.
Dude, this feels like my playoffs.
That's right. This is the Stanley Mug playoffs. Okay. Yeah. Anyways, I have a question for you. Speaking of customers growing in circumference.
Okay.
I watched a video last night that detailed to me why Indian men specifically had big pot bellies.
Yeah, they always grow wider, like in the hip region, like a pregnant woman.
Yeah, exactly. And a lot of times it's men who are growing their bellies. And I thought it was like kind of a funny YouTube title, and it like really worked on me because I clicked on it really fast.
For sure.
I need to know about this. And it turns out, Ty, that eating meat is good for you.
No way.
And Indians consume the least amount of meat as like a demographic. And I think the reason why is because vegetables have a lot of fiber, which contribute, if you like overeat on veggies, you're contributing to a fermentation happening in your stomach, which causes digestion problems.
Oh.
Yeah.
So the gut needs to have a gut check.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, supposedly eating meat is a good way to regulate your stomach biome.
Whoa.
Yeah. So I want to get your reaction to that. Obviously, you sound shocked.
I am shocked because it's all clicking right now, Eric, because the microcosm that is my stomach biome, as you put it, the geographic isolation within my tum-tum, it is always in pain. It's always suffering.
Really?
Yeah, every meal I feel terrible after.
Oh, shit.
And it must be because of the lack of meat to help just regulate everything.
It's possible. It's entirely possible. But I did hear through the video that you don't need to like necessarily eat meat. You just need to have more protein. And I think the protein is able to consume or regulate the bacteria that is caused by all the fiber.
Yeah,
this is my fair. Like really abridged version of the video, but curious if it sounds like it's clicking with you, is resonating.
Yeah, but I don't know if I want to do that. That seems like a bit of a Jared Fogle move to be protein, and I think
shit, dude. Very Drizzy Drake of you.
Yeah, very Drizzy Drake.
Certified pedophile.
So I'll have to think about how I'm going to approach that and whether I can stomach the gut pain for the rest of my life, or I'll have to sink to those levels.
That's funny. That's funny.
Yeah.
Wow. Well,
you clearly have a high protein affinity.
Yeah, I try. I wonder if protein powder will do enough for you.
Yeah, that could do it. I do like other forms of powder, like kelp. Tandoori spice blend.
Yeah. It's crazy how the whole movie Dune is about tandoori.
Yeah, dude, there's a lot of dust in that one.
There's a hell of dust, but I obviously haven't seen it, but their whole war is about a spice. Which is
really?
Really funny, yeah.
Is it because it tastes good, or does it have medicinal properties?
I think it makes your dick hard.
No way.
Something like that. I'm not sure.
Damn, alpha spice.
Yeah.
What's the alpha spice in our world? Is it cumin? No. Cayenne is pretty hot.
Cayenne's there, yeah.
But that doesn't make it alpha.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think it's basil.
Probably just salt.
Yeah, it's probably salt. Black pepper. Black pepper goes hard.
It does. Speaking of going hard, this podcast is winding down.
Hard stop.
Once again, we are sweating. So we're going to cut it off here and crack these windows because we're about to,
Bro, I need to crack a cold one. That's what I need.
Oh, absolutely.
This is the last time we ever podcast in the hot box, the sweat lodge.
That's right. We got to go back to the lake. That's the move.
Yeah.
Breadheads, thanks for listening.
Thanks for hopping in the toaster with us. Think fresh, everybody. Ciao.
Peace.